Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come in and run my mouth and talk about some people. Now, listen, two of my favorite folks in the political world, Miss Angela Rye, even though she got on my nerves sometimes, and Mr. Chris Cuomo. Girl, when I tell you, Chris Cuomo was the finest white man on TV. Girl, shout out to Chris. But Chris, they say you problematic. And I can believe it, okay? You know what's so crazy? I remember Angela Rye was the person who I'll be honest, I was one of the folks who really, didn't really pay attention to politics. I'm just gonna go ahead and just say it for what it is. And then it was, I think, around the time Donald Trump. Yeah, it was when Donald Trump was decided to run for president. And I remember I was just flipping through my TV, and I remember Angela Rye. I remember, I think her hair was like bushy, like in its natural state, I guess, or maybe she probably had braids and undid the braids. I don't know, but I remember her hair being like big. I think she had some glasses and a cream blazer, and I remember her on CNN, and she was having a debate. Well, I forgot. I think it was like two or three people on the panel, and I remember her just like getting this white man on the panel together. Like I think she told him to hush, or you just like to hear yourself talk. It was something real. I was like, oh, so this is how the girls is talking to the white people down to the CNN. So, excuse me. So I started tuning in, and anytime I would like see her on CNN, like I just would like I was just almost in awe when it came to her on TV because I felt like she was smart, right? And she was a little bangy, right? She was a little bangy for the girls who know what the hood, the little ghetto, right? I was like, okay, this little political ghetto fish, right? Um, and so I just like fell in love with her. I fell in love with her because I just felt like she didn't care, right? And she was gonna say what it was, and she was gonna roll her eyes, and she was gonna talk slick, girl, and she was gonna raise her voice, right? And um, and that's when I was introduced, not personally, but through the television. Bakari Sellers, I fell in love with Bakari and Simone Sanders. You know, Simone has her own show now. Simone doing big things, girl. So I first was introduced to Simone as kind of like a commentator on CNN. But she has her own show now. So shout out to Simone Sanders. Um, and then remember what was his name? Paris, the Republican. Girl, he's a good amount of girl. They used to tear Paris up. And Mark Lamont. I absolutely adore Dr. Mark Lamont. Anyways, so that's how I kind of got into. At one point I thought I was a political head, baby. Girl, at one point I thought I could debate with the best of them, right? Girl, I thought I was in my Angela Rye, Simone Bakari bag, right? Not really, but that's what I thought. Anyways, um, Angela Rye, she now has a podcast with Tiffany Cross. I follow Tiffany Cross on Instagram. I like her. And girl, yeah. Oh, I was about to be messy, but I'm not gonna be messy. I was about to say Miss Andrew Gillum. Girl, Andrew was caught in a scandal a couple of years ago. Remember, he was down to the hotel with them white men, girl, having a time in his life, doing a little, doing a little recreational, right? Doing a little recreational, drugs. Okay. Um, Andrew was having the time of his life with them white men. As I know that's right. Um, but they have a podcast together. I remember when I saw the picture for their podcast, I guess a promo. Girl, what it reminded me of Destiny's Child. I said, girl, what? And the Destiny's Child, girl, Destiny Fulfilled album cover is this? Anyways, so Angela has come out with some shocking information. And this is according to the Jasmine brand. Angela Ross says former CNN colleague Chris Cuomo called her tinsel crotch in inappropriate text messages. I was mad at myself for not saying anything sooner. So, well-known political commentator attorney Angela Rye recently accused her former CNN colleague Chris Cuomo of inappropriate work behavior. She also alluded that he played a part in her being let go from the network. As you may recall, Angela Rye regularly appeared on as a guest on Chris Cuomo's now canceled Cuomo Prime Time series. On screen, the pair seemed to have a good rapport. However, their work relationship was forever changed in 2021 when Cuomo allegedly sent Angela Rye a very concerning text message about her bikini. An emotional Rye revealed what occurred during a premiere episode of their iHeart podcast, Native Land Pod, which she co-hosts alongside Tiffany Cross and Andrew Gillum. According to Rye, the entire ordeal was one of the most embarrassing, humiliating experiences she's ever had. I'm going to go ahead and play the audio of Miss Angela Rye letting the girls know her experience with Chris Cuomo. And then, girl, we'll talk.
Publicly shared this, but it is my truth and it is the time. So just 10 days prior to receiving that call on January 21st, the darling of the network and one of the most influential hosts during Jeff Zucker's tenure was texting me about a segment idea he had for his primetime show. Chris Cuomo was suddenly excited about a prominent and regular role for me where I would check the left. Truthfully, I had my doubts on the genuine nature of this idea. Our on-air conversations and chemistry became something viewers look forward to. But Cuomo came up with this particular segment idea after a text exchange that went woefully wrong. I need this, I thought. A network exec had already told me they didn't see me as a host, despite my hosting a very successful podcast and hosting award-winning news specials on BET. This was my chance to prove them wrong. Can't I just ignore this indiscretion? It all began on New Year's Day when I posted a picture of myself looking midge and said, "Happy New Year, tinsel crotch." Stunned, I read and reread the message a dozen times, trying to understand. If I somehow brought this on myself, since whatever you post on social is fair game, right? I teared up, like now, then the tears flowed. I felt like the safest place I had on a show on CNN had been compromised. I ignored.
So that's some of what Miss Angela Rye had to say. You know, I was reading the comments. You know, I'm a comment girl. Okay, so I'm always in the comments because I like to know what the people have to say. And I'm going to read some of the comments. One of my friends from college, she put, "These comments are giving y'all don't know your rights as employees and apparently as a woman." Oh, Erica De Niro TV put, "My response, Chris, we ain't cool like that. This isn't the climate where you sing your woman colleague a joke about her crotch. Um, Relax. Why would he even think he could even joke with her like that?" Someone put, "I need more because this sounds like a joke gone wrong." Um, Miss Funky Dineva put, "I hate that she endured any kind of discomfort as a result of this, but I wish she hadn't joined the I've been sexually harassed club too. Especially because it's giving let me tell a shocking story to get our podcast off the ground. I mean, in the words of someone, um, in the words of Funky Dineva, you're gonna pay me for my pain. So, we love Funky Dineva, but girl, you are one of the main ones who get down to the internet talking about you gonna pay me for my pain. Angela said the same thing. Girl, you're gonna pay me for my pain. So if I'm gonna come on here and tell my experience, I'm gonna make sure I get paid for it. Hello. um, Someone put, "I'm slow, really trying to make sense of what tinsel crotch could possibly mean, and I got nothing. Someone help." Someone else put, "I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I get why he said tinsel crotch if she's wearing a sequin bikini. I don't understand how that's offensive." Someone else put, "It's just a joke, nothing to cry about." This is what I want. I want to say this. You know what? I was thinking about this earlier. I personally don't care about marriage. Girl, I feel like if you want to be with somebody, just be with them. But if you want to get married, or do what you want to do, y'all grown. But with that being said, I do feel like there is a lack of respect for people who are not married, and sometimes, especially women. Where I'm going with this is this, okay? I don't think Chris Cuomo, if Angela Rye was married, would have sent her something like that. Because I think in his head, if she was spoken for, right, he would have known, he would have thought about the man, right? So, for example, if his wife had received a text message from a male colleague, basically talking about her crotch, I can almost guarantee you Chris Cuomo will be ready to bash his head in because he would probably deem that as disrespectful. How dare you text that to my wife? Y'all get where I'm going with this? I think Chris knows that's disrespectful and inappropriate because I also know people know that if you're married, you don't send a married woman a message like that. So that's how I know some of you know that it's inappropriate. But because Angela is not married, he felt like it would be okay to send it to her. But I can almost bet my last $2 that if Angela was married, he wouldn't have sent that text message about her crotch. Because he would have thought about the fact that she has a husband at home. Just like, again, if somebody sent his wife a message that he sent Angela, he would be ready to bash her skull in. Girl, we've seen Chris in action. Remember that video that was floating around of him getting into it with somebody at a restaurant? Chris gives me very much hothead. And then he already told us that when he lost his job, he was about to go back to the building and girl unalive everybody. Remember Chris Cuomo said that? I said, girl, the white privilege of it all, honey, to get your ass down to the internet and tell the people that girl, when you lost your job, you was about to go up to CNN and girl set it off in his mother, okay? Um, it was an inappropriate text. Full stop. No questions asked. We all know. I don't even want to go there right now, but I'm gonna go there. Okay. Girl, one thing I do want to say before I go there, girl. We said in 2024, girl, if you're not gonna say no names, keep it on the playground. So Angela came out and she told y'all what it was. She could have came out and girl dangled a carrot in front of our face. Hey, Christian Keys, girl, we still waiting on you to tell us what's tea. Because the people saying that you done got paid. We don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what the people say. The people say you got a nice payday, and that's why your ass ain't said shit. So we still waiting on Miss Christian Keys to come out and let us know what's tea. Anyways, um, but girl, Angela came out and told us the name. She could have came out and said, "Girl, there was someone who I used to work with, and this happened." Girl, no, she came out and said, "Chris Cuomo." Shout out to Angela Rye for putting a name to it. We ain't playing that guessing shit in 2024. Either you gonna say a name or you gonna shut the hell up and not say nothing at all. Hello. Now let me say this, and I don't give a damn what nobody got to say. Okay. If this was a white woman coming down to the internet saying that some black man has sent her a text message about her crotch, girl, do y'all know the outrage that would be out that would ensue? So I'm gonna need y'all niggas before y'all start getting down to the internet talking about, oh girl, it's just a joke, it's just a joke, it's just a joke. Just imagine if this was Karen saying that Tyrone sent her a text message about her crotch. Hmm. 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 Hello, somebody. Anyways, that's all I really had to say about that. Shout out to Angela Rye. We love Angela Rye. Even though I think sometimes Angela... Let me shut up. I was about to... let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Angela Rye get on my nerves sometimes. That's my girl. She gonna forever be my girl, but girl, she get on my nerves sometimes. Anyway, shout out to Angela. Shout out to Miss Andrew Gillum. Shout out to Miss Tiffany Cross. Girl, girl, I don't know what Andrew been doing, but Andrew kind of fine. Girl. Andrew kind of fine. Girl, Andrew kind of fine. So I don't know if he's still with that lady. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Andrew was kind of fine now. Andrew was always a handsome man, but I was looking at Andrew the other day, like, girl, he lost some weight or got a little touch, got a little needle. I don't know, girl. He looked different, but he looked fine though. Shout out to Andrew Gillum. All right, y'all. What else we talking about? Oh, girl. Zonnique. How old is Zonnique? Let's see how old Zonnique is. Girl. Zonnique Pullins. Is that her name? Zonnique is 27. Okay, so she's grown. That's a grown ass lady. I mean, she's still in her 20s. She's still learning. But she's closer to 30 than she is 21. Hello? Girl, she closer to 30 than she is 18. Hello? Y'all know Zonnique got a baby with some man. Girl, Bandhunta. Is that his name? They say he a rapper. You know everybody is a rapper. I don't keep up with Zonnique. You know, that's really not my... You know, I'm an old queen. I don't keep up with these young girls like that. Sometimes I think I want more for y'all, for the young girls and young boys, than what they want for themselves. I just want Zonnique to realize that, girl, you don't have to be with nobody who don't want to be with you. And I get it. I really do. This has never been my experience, and it never will be my experience. But I understand how you can have kids with someone and you want to raise your kids in a two-parent household, and you want the Bill Cosby, the mama and the mama and the daddy, the kids all under one roof, doctor, lawyer. You want that fantasy, right? But I think that we know that in the real world, sometimes you can't have what you fantasize. And I just was so embarrassed for that girl. I think it was a live. I went to her YouTube page. It wasn't on her YouTube page. So I'm assuming this was a live. And they were answering questions, I guess, from fans. I'm going to play the audio. And I want y'all to listen to what this boy said to Zonnique. And then I'm going to come back and let y'all know what I think. Girl.
Like, goddamn.
Do you think that we would be together if we didn't have a child? And why?
No.
They asking some good questions.
No.
Why not?
Because I feel like a lot of shit, you had an image in your mind of raising Hunter with a two-parent home. So you tolerated a lot of shit. So you just stayed. I wouldn't be with you either.
Okay, so tell your why. Don't tell mine. Why? Tell your why.
Because I had 4 kids, and this is the only kid that I was in the household with from start to finish. So it's something that I don't want to take from her as well. But I would admit, like, kick you to the goddamn curb.
Well, why?
Bro, there's a lot of shit, bro. That I just don't tolerate from bitches, bro. We do a lot of it. I'm telling you.
He's talking for me.
No, I'm not. What? I'm hard
What do I
on
be
a bitch
doing?
trying to pee.
And what do I be doing to you? Tell him one thing that I be doing to you.
Bro, your attitude, first of all, like we just went through with our whole with my fucking channel. Your attitude, first of all, I don't deal with that shit from nobody.
How will you feel if I get a new boo? Get spicy then.
I don't really even know. Honestly, I had this conversation with multiple people multiple times, for real.
Okay, and what was What's the end result?
It depends. Are we talking about just you dating as a whole, or just like the fact that my kid is in play and all that?
No. I think that it's just like just me like really getting in something serious or something. I mean, you know what all that entails.
I mean, I done been through that.
What have you been through? With me?
I done been not with you. I'm saying like I done been through that before, so I know I could get through it. I done been through the worst, so it's like my mind is already set for the worst. I don't know. I probably want to get on the nigga ass. I make him so uncomfortable. I'm gonna make him not want to be with her.
Zonnique, baby. No, baby. No. No, baby. No. 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 No, 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 no. You be saying no, 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 no. When it's really yeah, 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 yeah. No. You be saying yeah, 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 yeah. When it's really no, 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 no. That's the remix. Girl, that man just told you he don't even want to be with you, quiet as it's kept, and he only with you because, girl, you got this fantasy in your head of being together as a family. And that girl, what else he say, girl? He basically, I got 4 kids. Girl, I ain't did this shit with none of my other baby mamas or baby mama. I'm just over here playing house with you. He said she got an attitude problem. He said it's a lot of shit I don't deal with from bitches. I said, oh girl. How you feel if I get a new boo? You know what I know, girl? We gonna start calling shit for what it is in 2024. I noticed that a lot of you women, we're gonna call it for what it is. Y'all want these men to be jealous because I think in some of your heads you believe that if these men are jealous, that means that he cares about me. So when Zonnique asked him, "How would you feel if I got a new boo?" She wants him to give an answer that will make her like, "Oh, so you'll be jealous, girl." He don't give a fuck if you got a new boo, girl. And if he and the gag is, I would ask him, why would you give a fuck about having a new boo when you got 3 other kids out here? And I'm sure you probably got more than 1 baby or 2 baby mamas. You're giving me 4 kids, 4 baby mamas, T. I could be wrong. But how dare even if Zonnique did get a new boo as they broke up, how dare you say anything? You left your other baby mama and got with Zonnique. You got a new boo. I just hate this for Zonnique because girl, you look like a plum fool. This man telling you to your face he don't even want to be with you. He only with you because y'all got a daughter together. Other than that, girl, if y'all had a daughter, a daughter or a son, girl, he would be out of the door, girl, running for the hills, girl. I'm gonna keep it real. Shout out to K Michelle. You wonder why he act like a boy, cause he wasn't raised right before you. Okay. When I used to be a K Michelle stan. Did I tell y'all one time I went to Atlanta for Pride, and I wasn't even gonna go. I didn't even want to go, but then I found out K Michelle was going. She was gonna be performing at the club, and girl, I was like, girl, I gotta go. I gotta go see my girl Kay. I got to go. I got to go see my girl Kay. And girl, she didn't come to the club because I think her grandfather had passed away. So shout out to Kate Michelle and her grandfather. But the reason why I got mad is because I think like 2 or 3 days later, this is when she was dating that guy named Lance. I think he had like a birthday party. She was at the birthday party. And girl, I was so angry. Because girl, this was just 2 or 3 days later. Now you at the club. And I was upset, girl, because I really could have stayed my black ass in Houston. But girl, I done booked hotels and flights, girl, just to go to Atlanta because I wanted to see K Michelle. And then the club promoter did us so dirty, girl. We sitting there waiting. I think it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember. All of a sudden, girl, we saw seeing the lights come on. Girl, what's going on? Girl, the lights started coming on. We like, girl, what? Girl, it's a club on. Girl, where is the club? Girl, they didn't even make an announcement or nothing about K. Michelle not coming. And then we found out that her grandfather had died. I think it was somebody, a family member had died. So I was like, oh, okay. But girl, I thought it was just so rude that the club promoter didn't even let us know that she wasn't even coming to the club. Anyways. But yeah, Zonnique, baby, I'm going to need you to pull it up. But girl, this is the thing, girl. It's no tea, no shame. When you got a mama like Tiny, girl, and a daddy like T.I., you willing to put up with all types of fuck shit if we're going to be honest about it. If we're going to be honest about it. It's not like she grew up, girl, in a household like, girl, Claire and Cliff. Okay? Girl, she grew up in a household with T.I. and Tiny. Girl. So we can only expect what she giving us, quiet as it's kept. Girl, you got a mama like Tiny and a daddy like T.I. What else do we expect her life to be like? Anyways, girl. Oh, and then this was another rude, disrespectful thing that happened. He gonna come out with a picture of her and him and Zonnique talking about my Coretta. Y'all be so disrespectful. Y'all be so disrespectful. The gag is y'all be want to call y'all girls Coretta, but y'all niggas ain't MLK. Y'all Pookies and TTs and Tyrones. So even if y'all want to call y'all girls Coretta and they're not, you're not MLK, sweetie. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.